Hello folks and welcome back to the Movie Mad channel. Today is Saturday and I have been on holiday a couple of weeks. I'm back at work and things like that, so my shelf videos, I've sort of had a wee gap in them. I'm almost finished my shelf videos and I think I've got one shelf down the bottom here to go. Top shelf, top shelf, top shelf, and then I might actually go through my DVDs because people do like to watch these videos, I think. Hopefully they do. But I've just taken down all the box sets from my top, what I call my top shelf. That is really 3 shelves of box sets. And you know what? I had one layer down, and I thought if I do that, I'm going to have to put them all back up, then do another video for the second layer, and then do another video for the third layer, and I'm going to have to put them all back up. And it's going to be a nightmare. So I'll tell you what, this is going to be, I don't know if it's going to be a long video, but certainly a decent amount of box sets that I'm going to show you right now. So I'm going to stop talking. Cookie's going to stop chirping. Maybe not. And we're going to cue the intros. Right, so here we are. I've moved all my box sets from the top shelf. Oh, look, I can see myself in the dark night. Moved down all my box sets from my top shelf, and it's really 3 layers that are absolutely filled to the ceiling. So we'll start off with the first one. We have Stargate Atlantis. All complete series, all 100 episodes. That is a great set. I really like Stargate Atlantis. I think it's just as good as SG-1. And this is one of the ones that I came to later after it had already been cancelled and hadn't seen it in full detail, probably because I didn't have the channel or whatever, but it got to the season 5 and I was so disappointed that it ended. So disappointed. It could have went on. I thought it was a great show, and I'm glad it's got a Blu-ray because SG-1, okay, myself and Larry talk about this all the time, has a Blu-ray set in America, but it's over £200. Also, it is like not been done great. It's not been mastered great. I think it's upscaling, and the box doesn't have the box doesn't even have the right number of chevrons on the Stargate. So that just doesn't, bode well for the transfer. And even I think Larry has tried to get that one. I think it was cancelled, but that really, really needs a Blu-ray set on there. These have all been on the top shelf, so I'm just giving them I'll give them a bit of dust off as I put them back up. But what a show that is! 20 disc set, all 100 episodes. I did have the DVDs, but then I seen this in CX, I think it was. I think I paid £38 for it, but worth it. Definitely worth it. These were also a CEX find. I don't care about steelbooks that much, I'll be honest with you. But this set was in CX. It was in pristine condition when it was when I got it. And it's the Indiana Jones 4Ks. Raiders of the Lost Ark, Temple of Doom, The Last Crusade, and Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And people said that these steelbooks weren't the greatest either. And to be fair, they aren't. I don't think. They don't have great designs on them. They're alright, I'll take them all out and show you one at a time, shall I? But, they do the job for me. They've got both the movies. They've got alright artwork on the inside. I'm sure there are better steelbooks, but these are the first four movies, and I'm happy. I'm happy to have them. And again, I think this was £38 in CEX. Again, as you know, I trade to get my stuff, so I wouldn't have paid £38. It probably would have been half that from finding things in charity shops. We hear you, Cookie. And Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I didn't mind the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. Everybody says that was terrible. And to be fair, I didn't mind the last one. I thought it was reasonably good. There's a lot of people that say that Phoebe Waller-Bridge was annoying and things like that. But I thought I didn't think it was terrible. You know, there was a few things that Indiana Jones might have not done. He was a little bit older, but you know what? I didn't mind it. I'd watch it again. So that's the second one there. And I say I've got actually 2 layers of these, so I might need to take all these down when we get to the end. So again, a great deal this was. I haven't watched these yet. Well, that's not strictly true, because these were on a great deal on Amazon. I think it was $12.99 and they traded for 24 or something like that to CX. So what I done is I actually bought 2. I opened one and I watched The Dark Knight, which was I thought it was a good transfer, and then I traded it in for £24 and kept one for £12, and that's why this one's still sealed. So I thought, may as well keep the sealed one, especially with the dust all up on the top of the shelves there. So this one is there, but The Dark Knight Rises, Dark Knight and Batman Begins, all good movies. Dark Knight stands out though, doesn't it? Batman Begins was pretty good as well. Again, I thought I got this on a really good deal as well. Probably about $12.99, something like that. And that is the Matrix 4Ks. I really like the Matrix. A lot of people pick up a wee dust off because it's sealed. A lot of people don't like the second 2. And to be fair, they are nowhere near as good as the first one. But I really enjoy the first one. And I did have the first one on 4K, but when I seen this for $12.99, I traded the other Matrix for £8, and I got the set of 3 for $12.99. So that was pretty good. I always seem to find decent deals, or I have done in the past. Most of the time. There we go. Next one I found was this one. I sent one of these to Graham at Man vs. Film, and the reason I've done that is because, again, these were on a deal from Zavi or something like that, and I think they were like $5.99. And when I got them, they had a spine slash, and look, you can still see it. So I said, listen, that's not really good. So they gave me 50% off. So I gave one to Graham at Man vs. Film, and I haven't yet to open that and watch it, but I should. Full Metal Jacket 4K. Next, I got this set out of a charity shop. I think I paid £4 or £5 for it. And I had the sealed one of A Fistful of Dollars, A Few More's Door, and Good a Good Bag, The Ugly. But this set's got Hang 'em High in it, and I didn't have Hang 'em High on any other format. So I took my sealed one and I traded it, and I kept this one with The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and plus they're in nice thin cases. I keep saying I got all these on deals, but I did. I'm a budget movie collector. I have to get things on deals. Next one, again, I think I paid £8, maybe £9 for these four 4Ks. These were probably some of the first 4Ks I got. Assassin's Creed, not watched it yet. The Martian, Kingsman: The Secret Service, and Prometheus. Kingsman: The Secret Service is a great movie. The Martian is great as well. And the good thing about this one is this has got the extended cut in it, which I always like. Oh, see, I do like The Martian. I've watched it several times when he's eating the potatoes and all that. And so even just getting that one and that set in the Kingsman. Prometheus I didn't enjoy that much. And I haven't watched Assassin's Creed yet. But that was a 4 set. And again, I think I made maybe it was between £8 and £12. I can't tell you exactly. It'd probably be in one of my videos, but you'd have to go back probably years to find that. Next one, Steven Seagal selection. Steven Seagal collection. Under Siege to... I thought this only had 4 on it, but it's not. It's got Hard to Kill, Nico Above the Law, and Executive Decisions. And again, I got this on Amazon Zio for about £8, I think. And I've just recently watched Under Siege 1, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm glad to have that. This is probably his best work in here, his 90s work. There's one where he's at an oil rig, I think that's Fire Down Below, and he's like trying to stop these oil giants. And I remember that one, I enjoyed that one as well, but I can't remember what it's called. Next one I got out of HMV, and this might even still have the price on it. I think I paid $9.99. No, I've not got the price on it. I think I paid $9.99 for this, but it's the Smokey and the Bandit Blu-ray collection. Smokey and the Bandit 1, 2 and 3, and again I paid $9.99 for it, and at the time Smokey and the Bandit was like £10 on its own, so I was sort of like getting the other 2 for free. But I say, I've got to, these box sets are all at the top, they're all getting dirty and dusty. I should really watch out for them. Next, I had this on DVD, and I have upgraded this one, and this is the Battlestar Galactica, the original series with Starbuck Apollo. If you know about it, you know about it. And it's also got in the Battlestar Galactica 1980 in it, which was what was happening is the show was really, really running over budget, but they wanted to bring it back, but they brought it back cheaper with half the characters, and it was based on Earth. It just wasn't anywhere near as good. But it's in the Blu-ray set anyway, so you're not paying anything extra for it. Next, again, I got a good deal on this. I think I paid £5 for this, maybe £6. And it is season 1 to 5 of Suits. Obviously, there's more seasons than that of Suits. I like this show. I think I might have only seen to season 5 though. And again, I think I got that for a bargain price, £5 or £6. Suits is a great show. Oh, next, I found this in the charity shop. And again, I've not watched it. It's Rome, the Complete Collection. But I had the DVDs of this, and I think I found this in the charity shop for a £5. And so I thought, why not upgrade to the Blu-rays? Next, we have a really nice set here, which is all the Planet of the Apes movies up until Rise of the Planet of the Apes on Blu-ray. And look at the nice thin cases they're in. I don't know if you can see that. I'll put it up the right way so you can see. Let's focus. In fact, let's bring the camera down so you can see a bit better. There we go, and I'll put it back up in a second. So yeah, all the way to Rise of the Planet of the Apes. It's including the Mark Wahlberg one as well, which I didn't think it was too bad. Pretty sure that is the Mark Wahlberg one, isn't it? Yeah, Planet of the Apes 2001. That is the Mark Wahlberg one. So I thought that was a really decent set, and especially with these nice tin cases that you get all the 7 movies in it there, so that's excellent. We'll move along a little bit. And a show that was great for the first 2 seasons and then just completely went downhill. Better bring the camera back up a bit so you can see the full bit as I give them a dust as we go along. And this was Heroes. I had this full box set on DVD, but I seen it in CX for 18. It was in reasonable shape, so I took it. Bit of a bash in the corner there though. I think that was there when I got it, to be honest with you though. Next we have a show my kids and I watch all the time, and we really enjoy it. We could probably test each other on it. We watch it at dinner times usually, and that is Friends. And I picked up the Blu-rays of this. But I didn't know that when I got rid of my DVD set that the DVDs have actually extended scenes on them, and I didn't know that. But I believe there's a 4K set of this coming out in America, but they want, I think it's $250 for that, so I won't be paying that. Well, not right now anyway. Maybe if I become rich, I might. But It's a great show. Me and my friends, me and my children watch it all the time. Next, I got this. I think this is the French release of a complete season of Banshee. I got this on Amazon France, I think. And again, I think I paid a really good price of £15.82. I've seen half the first season, but I've not got round to the rest yet. Larry really says he enjoys that show, so I should get on to it, and I will. But you know what? You've got so much to watch, but you know what? I like that, having a library where I've got, look, I can watch that, I can watch this, I can do that. I've got a choice. And then 9 times out of 10 I watch something old, but I'm actually watching something new at the moment on there. But planning to watch the Kevin Costner film tonight, New Horizons. Now, I picked this one up. I've always wanted this, and I've seen it in CEX, and it was available for, I think it was £25, and that's the complete Sartana collection with 5 westerns in it. So Sartana's Here, Trade Your Pistol for a Coffin. Have a Good Funeral, My Friend, Satana Will Pay. Light the Fuse, Satana Is Coming. If You Meet Satana, Play for Your Death. And I Am Satana, Your Angel of Death. And again, I've always wanted a set. Again, I haven't watched these yet, but they're there when I choose to watch them, which is what I like about having physical media. At any point, I can go and get that, take it off the shelf and watch it. I've been on my knees here for 14 and a half minutes. I'm going to have to take a wee minute break because I was at karate earlier as well, so I'm going to have to stand up for a minute and I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. I've got a cushion for my old knees. They're not that old. So where were we? We're at the complete Sartana. Oh yes. As you've seen, I have got a Mel Gibson and Bruce Willis section in my Blu-rays, but they would have been missing these 3. And I got this in a box set for $9.99 at HMV when I really wanted to see Unbreakable. And I think, try to get Unbreakable on its own at the time, I don't know why, but it was like 12 quid. So when I seen this in HMV for $9.99, with some absolute cracking films in that, you know. Signs, what a film that is. Really enjoy that. The Sixth Sense, another great film, and Unbreakable, that's an absolutely great set, I think. And now I could just take them out of the box and put them in the section, but by keeping them in the box and keeping them up the top there, it gives me a few more spaces on the shelf, which is handy, isn't it? Next, I have got some of these in 4K, but I got this and I had individual James Bond movies, most of them, but by getting this set like this, it meant that I could, again, create more shelf space for other movies. And as you can see, I've still not took the sticker off this. I should have done that a long time ago, shouldn't I? But it's probably holding this J card on. Is that probably why I left it? It probably is. It's probably holding this J card on. It is. So let's just leave that on there. Probably take this one off though. Oh, I remember. This is when they had the rubbish stickers. That's going to take a while to come off that one. So I'll have to keep that for now. Next, picked this up in the charity shop, I think for, again, £3 or £4. And it's the Fast and the Furious 8 movie collection. I had the individual ones. Made sense to take this and trade trade or get rid of the individual movies because it just means there's more space. See, I've got limited space. I've got like 3 sets of shelves. That's it. So there you go. I actually I've been thinking about clearing out some of my DVDs lately, and I've got some of these DVDs in the box. I've took them out and I was thinking, could I just shove them in the set? But I don't. There's no space in here for that. And if I'd done that, oh no, sorry, I was opening that, showing you I wasn't doing it in front of the camera. So look, there's just no space in this set for that. And you know, I'm always concerned about chucking out DVDs because they might have special features and things like that on them. But am I that concerned about the special features for the Fast and Furious movies? The truth is, I'm not. So I should just bin the DVDs because they've not got the slips or cases or anything. So I should probably just get rid of them. This one I was looking for a long time. It's got the birds in it, which is a favourite of mine. I think it was £30 in the CX, and I took it when I had vouchers, mainly for the birds. It's also got Rear Window, Vertigo, and Psycho. And the other, I think it was 5 or 6 weeks ago, I was in the other CX and I seen this Psycho, the story continues, and I thought it was the first 3 Psychos, and I actually forgot Psycho was in this other set, and I was like, when I got home, I was like, oh no, it's only got 2, 3, and 4, I'll need to get Psycho, and then I realised Psycho is actually in this one, so that goes nicely with that one. And controversially, I prefer Psycho 2 to Psycho 1. I don't know if I've shown you these on camera ever. I picked them up a few weeks ago. My memory is honestly terrible. And I was like, I went in the shop. The CX guys know me and they're like, oh, we've got some things in here that you might want. And I looked at them and I actually walked away because horror's not my favourite genre. And I was like, no, I didn't want those. And then I went back and bought them. I had vouchers, I took them, so I was like, okay. So I got American Horror Project Volume 1. It's got... This is Volume 1, isn't it? Yes, it is. It's got... Better come back a bit. It's got Premonition, The Witch That Came From the Sea, and Maltese's Carnival Blood, with a nice hard case and a nice booklet. I also then took, because they also had in there number 2, which has got Dream on the Devil, The Child, and Dark August. And I haven't watched any of these, but I've got the choice. They're sitting there ready for me. And then a show that I really enjoyed, and I think they ran out of ideas towards the end. I had it on DVD for a long time, but this was in the CX. I think I paid maybe £26 for this. And it is the Complete Lost collection on Blu-ray. I still haven't watched the last episode of this. I've watched it several times all the way through, and I've got to the last episode on one occasion, and then I never watched the last episode. Crazy. Right, so I'm going to move these all out of the way, put them back up, and then we'll go on to the next layer. So it'll be a minute. So here we are, I've put all the other ones back up, and we've got to the back row. But as I say, these aren't a back row in on the shelf. In fact, you know what? Give me 2 secs. I'm going to show you what it usually looks like, but it's usually piled up to the ceiling. So as you can see, I put all those ones back up, and then there's a layer and a half still to go back up, which we'll do in a minute. And there's a big spider webs up there that I'll wipe off before I do that. So let's get back to the ones on the couch. So here we are. We come across the Lord of the Rings trilogy on 4K. 4K. Excuse me. 4K. I said. Let me just look at the dust on that. I really should dust these off more often. I say that every time I do these shelf videos, but they really do need it. They really do need it. I had my duster there a second ago because it was dusting away as we go. So I'm just going to pause and grab it. I'll be right back. It's been a long time since I got this set, and I haven't actually watched it yet. But I'm interested. Look at that CX sticker mess on there. That does bug me. But it does say that the theatrical extended films are there. I wonder if they are actually on the 4Ks. Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. That's going to be good. It's going to be a great watch, that, when I do sit down. So there's the 4K Fellowship of the Ring extended version on 4K. Extended version, yeah. They are, so they are all on 4K. These are all 4K. These are all 4K discs. So there's no Blu-rays in here. But I do actually have the Blu-rays in a really nice gold set that I just couldn't trade it in. It was so good. It looked so good, but I kept that. So I've got the 4Ks and the Blu-rays, so that's quite good. I kept them because there's no Blu-rays in there. Next, a box set that catches me out all the time. I go, where's that film on my shelf? I've not got that. And then I realise it's in the Jerry Bruckheimer collection, and I've bought it again. And that is, and I've kept this sealed. I don't know why I've kept it sealed. But I've actually watched The Rock on Disney Plus lately. I watched Armageddon on Disney Plus. Con Air, I've not watched for a while. Enemy State, I rebought. Crimson Tide, I rebought. Gone in 60 Seconds, I rebought. And Pearl Harbor, I rebought. And Deja Vu, I've not seen for a very long time. But I got this again for a great price. I think I paid maybe £17 for this at one point. I got this one on Amazon ages ago for about £8. And it turns out it was a really good deal, because 28 Days Later seems to be causing a bit of stir because it's out of print at the moment, doesn't it? Cookie! Shh! So I've got... Right. Got Sunshine, 127 Hours, Slumdog Millionaire, and 28 Days Later. And I really only got this set for 28 Days Later. 127 Hours isn't bad. Slumdog the Millionaire, I'm going to be honest, I didn't like it that much. And Sunshine, I absolutely hated the first time I watched it. And I've never watched it again since. But I wanted the 28 Days Later. It was a cheap box set. I took it. So we will. But a lot of people say Sunshine's really good. Maybe I should reevaluate that and have another look. Next, I have the first 3 XMen films on 4K. X-Men, X-Men 2, and X-Men The Last Stand. I got it in this nice set. I got it off CX. I think I paid £18 or £20 for that, so that was a decent one. This one, again, this is... I should put this beside the other Planet of the Apes ones. Excuse me a second. I'm going to have to get the bird to be quiet for a minute. I think the bird hears me talking and wants to speak back to me, so every time I stop filming it goes quiet, and every time I start filming and it does it. So, could I film in a different room? Yeah, but you know, that's not me. I'm not a professional YouTuber. I have to put up with it. Sorry. So, as I was saying, I got this off Amazon, and I think it was £18, $18.20, and I thought that was a great deal. And I got Rise, Dawn, and War of the Planet of the Apes. My favourite has to be Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, but I actually watched Kingdom recently, and Kingdom, come on, Cookie, give me a break. As I was saying, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes is possibly my favourite. Dawn's still great though. War disappointed me a bit in the cinema. Rise was a good film as well, and I got this set and I was like, look at the top of it. I don't know if you can see the top of it. I don't think it came out the factory right. Let me have a wee look. So you can look, see the top of it didn't quite come out right, but it doesn't bother me that much. It's like it's been slightly hanged, but I wasn't going to send it back for that. So it's the all night one. Again, I got this in CX and it was a great deal. Predator 3 movie collection. That is a good deal, isn't it? I wonder if this has got Dolby Vision on it. I like the ones with Dolby Vision. I think when they've got Dolby Vision on these discs, it makes a better experience, especially if you've got an OLED TV, which I wouldn't have apart from a very generous subscriber who sent it to me, because I would never have been able to afford that. I was actually eyeing up a QLED, and when I was eyeing up that QLED, I had it in my basket several times. I was going to pay it up, but I had other bills, and I thought, there's no way I can justify buying myself a QLED. I think it was about £600 at the time, and I was doing a video just like this, and I was talking about my 4Ks and Saving Private Ryan, how I really was trying to save it for an OLED, and Roy had just got an OLED, and I joked to him just to package it up and post it off in the box to me. And I went to the door one Monday when I was working, and there was a big, huge TV box there. And I thought, Roy sent me his box for his TV as a joke, doesn't he? I don't know if Roy would do that, but it would have been a good joke if he'd done it. But it turned out one of my subscribers, I don't want to name names, but they know who they are, sent me an OLED TV, and I would never have had one. And what I'm trying to say is that the experience of these movies on Dolby Vision and OLED are just completely different. It's like watching a whole new movie. It really is. And some of the movies, we've got surround sound. I've only got 5.1, but watching them with surround sound and an OLED is just a totally different experience. It really is. And next time, if I do need to upgrade my TV again, it doesn't matter what I've got to pay. I'm getting an OLED. I'm not getting anything but, unless there's better technology. We've also got Jurassic Park trilogy. Again, I think I picked that up for $12.99. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop the video here. It's 28 minutes long. Probably a little bit longer. And what I'll do is I'll do a separate video with the rest of the bits on the shelf another time when Cookie's asleep. Probably tonight. Or will I? No, he's been quiet there. Let's just continue on. Let's continue on. So, again, I picked these up for $12.99. Not watched them yet, but delighted to have them in 4K. I'm also a bit closer to Cookie because the couch is closer to his cage, so that's probably why he thinks I'm speaking to him. Next, charity shop pickup, Sopranos. Haven't seen it, but the complete series, I think I paid £15 for that, and I was going to trade it, but somebody said it's really, really good, so I've kept it so I can watch it. And conveniently, it is along with the Godfather trilogy, another one which I've not watched. Next, a TV series I really enjoy. It took me ages to get this 5th season. I got seasons 1 to 4 pretty cheap for like £16-17. I had series 1 to 3 and I sent them to Roy. And then I've managed to find series 5, which was great. And I really enjoy this. It gets a bit complicated towards the end, but the first few seasons of that are absolutely excellent. Next, we have some more Bruce Willis in the Die Hard Core trilogy on Blu-ray. I like all these films, 1, 2, 3, and 4. I am never, ever buying 5. I'm just not. Everybody, 4 gets a wee bit stupid, where he got the plane bit at the end, but I still enjoy that movie. I'm in the opinion that, see if I put a Die Hard movie on, I watch Die Hard 4. Maybe a Vengeance, Die Hard, then Die Hard 2. But I always put on Die Hard 4. I think it's a great concept. I really enjoy it. Did you just kill a helicopter with a car? I was out of bullets. It's also got the bad guy with the girl who's in The Girl Next Door, so I like that too. And I like the whole computer concept where Bruce Willis is a dinosaur and he doesn't know anything about it, a bit like me. So I think that's great. Next, I should really watch these on 4K. I really should. Classic Michael J. Fox. I've got a Michael J. Fox section, and everybody will be going on, where were these in the Michael J. Fox section? It's because they're here. Got this out of CEX. I think I paid £40 for that at the time. It was just out and it was still at 75, and I thought it was a great deal, and I had vouchers, so I got it. And that's how I do most of my collecting. Hopefully people are enjoying my rambling in this long video. Next, that should really be with the other Matrices, shouldn't it? Or is it Matrices? Picked that up very recently. I've watched the film. I didn't enjoy it that much. But this was, I think, £6 and I wanted to complete the set. I say that. I didn't. For some reason, I just don't want to complete the Die Hard set. Wonder if this has got Dolby Vision. It does, Dolby Vision and Atmos, so even it's probably got a great picture. Now, this set here, I didn't have for a long time, and I got it recently, and then they started releasing the 4Ks of Superman, and I've kept it, and the reason I've kept it is because I've got Superman 1, 2, and 3 on 4K, along with the Superman 2 Richard Donner cut, but I don't have Superman 4 in 4K. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't really need Superman 4 in 4K. And Superman Returns, that was okay. Has it got a 4K? I don't know. But those two movies are in this set. So that is why I've kept this set, because it's got two movies in it that I really like. Not really like. I've not got in my collection. If I'm going to watch Superman, I'd watch Superman 1, 2, and 3 first. Give me a sec. Next we have the complete saga of Star Wars on Blu-ray. When I say complete saga, it's the first 6 movies. Now, again, I don't have all the Star Wars movies on 4K. I think I've got Return of the Jedi. I don't think I've got Empire Strikes Back. I don't think I do. I don't have A New Hope. No, it's just Return of the Jedi I've got, and I've got The Last Jedi. They're the only ones I've got in 4K. Always mean to add them, and they will come in 4K eventually. But I was a bit miffed about them not having Dolby Atmos and Dolby Vision when they do have that on Disney Plus. So I've got the full 6 here. So I will eventually upgrade them to 4K. That'll be. I really do like the set though. This was in CX for a long time for like 50 quid, and I never had it. I had another set, and I actually bought this, and I was just going to keep my other set, but for some reason CEX said they didn't want that one, so I gave it away on the channel, and I kept this one. It's a really nice set, that one, isn't it? I do like the artwork. It's a bit dirty, or is that supposed to be there? No, I don't think that's... What is it? Maybe it's supposed to be there. Maybe it's me. Next, I got this set. Again, I think I got this off the old Zoom site, and I paid £8 for it. It's got Everest, which I've now got on 4K. It's got Steve Jobs. It's got The Wolf of Wall Street, The Theory of Everything, and Unbroken. And Unbroken is a great movie. Theory of Everything, I'm okay with it. Wolf of Wall Street, really enjoy it. My wife hates it. Steve Jobs, I've not seen that yet. And Everest is a pretty decent movie, but you know, if you're going to get rid of, you can't get rid of the set because you've got Everest on 4K. You need to get all the other ones on 4K, wouldn't you? Next, I was just looking at this when I paused for a second there, and it's coming up as my Clint Eastwood, more Clint Eastwood, and we've got the Dirty Harry collection. Dirty Harry, Magnum Force, the Enforcer, Sudden Impact, and the Deadpool. And I haven't opened this yet, but I have seen all these recently, and they are cracking movies. The next one we've got is this Clint Eastwood set that I got, and the reason I got it is because I was wanting to watch Space Cowboys, and see, to try and get Space Cowboys individually, it seems like it's an absolute pain in the rear to get. I think Space Cowboys on its own costs £20 or something like that, and this was 38 in CX. So I had a lot of these movies, and a lot of them I gave them to Roy. Yeah, I did. I think I had Where Eagles Dare, Kelly's Heroes. I gave that to Roy. It's got Dirty Harry and Magnum Force in it, so I've got a doubler on them, but it doesn't have the Enforcer, Sudden Impact, or the Deadpool. So I have to keep the other set. So it's got Pale Rider, Heartbreak Ridge, I think I gave that to Roy as well. Unforgiven, I think Roy got that. Somebody else got A Perfect World, because I had that separate. And Space Cowboys, I really enjoy that with Tommy Lee Jones. Mystic River, got $1 Million Babies, we've got the two war ones, Letters from Iwo Jima, Flags Are Fathers, and Gran Torino. What a film Gran Torino is as well, isn't it? Invictus. I'm sure Unforgiven's got a 4K as well, isn't it? So we've also got Invictus, Hereafter, Jaeger, Trouble with the Curve, and the Eastwood Factor. And Eastwood directs The Untold Story. And I thought that's an absolutely great set. I know there's a massive Clint Eastwood set that I've got them all in it, but I think it's like £200. And I'm only missing a couple of his movies. Because I've got Firefox, Escape from Alcatraz, and another couple over there. think the ones I'm missing are the second Any Which Way But Loose, or is it Every Which Way? The second one there, and I've not got the Mule either. And what's the other one that we haven't got? Oh, it's Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, isn't it? So we've got another really nice set I got from that Zoom site a while ago. This is going to be a long video. I hope I can edit this. We've got Coogan's Bluff, Two Mules for Sister Era, The Guild, Play Misty for Me, Joe Kidd. Might bring this closer so you can see here. High Plains Drifter, Breezy, and the AER Sanctum. And I really got this set because I really wanted the AER Sanctum. Great movie that is. Look, as you can see, that's the AER Sanctum is the only one that I've unwrapped. High Plains Drifter is pretty good as well, isn't it? AER Sanctum is a movie I really like. Roy watched it. He didn't like it that much. It's dated, but I enjoyed it. And it's weird how the box, if you put it up that way, it's like they all standing up, isn't it? I should put it up that way when I put it back on the shelf. Does it go at the same level as that one? Almost. Then we've got the Muppet set here, and I bought that, and the reason I bought that is that you could not get the Muppets Christmas Carol on Blu-ray any other way. And this 6 Muppet movie, I think it was like £8, and you could get Muppets Christmas Carol in it. Because I love the Muppets Christmas Carol, I have to say, I really do. And I believe there's a 4K of that, and it's got the song restored in it that's missing from the Blu-ray. The song where Michael Caine sings about his missing girlfriend, and I'm pretty sure, is there a 4K? It is out on the 4K. Is the 4K out over here? I don't know. Next, we have another one of these £8 box sets that I've not opened yet, but I have seen all the films in this. Safe House, Contraband with Mark Wahlberg, Matt Damon in Green Zone. That's not a bad movie. Lone Survivor is not bad either. But my favourite out of the bunch is Zero Dark 30 with the capturing of Osama bin Laden. I just find it really rewatchable. Really do. And I think I've got a loose Blu-ray of it, and that's why I've not opened this set. Oh, next we have the Stallone collection. I think I recently sent this to Larry because he wanted to watch Tango and Cash and The Specialist, and trying to buy them separately was quite expensive, and you were better to get the box set. Now, I had Tango and Cash, and I have the Demolition Man. So what I've done is I think I paid £12 for that, but I traded in Tango and Cash, and Demolition Man was only trading in for £2, and I just bought it for $7.99, and I thought, I'm not going to trade it in for £2, so I've still got the Demolition Man separate. But some classic Stallone there. Oh, next we have the Alien 6 film collection. So this has got Aliens, Alien 3, Alien Resurrection, Prometheus, and Alien Covenant. And I've got Alien, and now thanks to Larry, Aliens in 4K. But I don't have Alien 3 because it's not out. Alien Resurrection, Prometheus. I think Prometheus I have got it. It was in my set there. And Alien Covenant, I really like that movie, so I wouldn't probably upgrade it. But there you go. Next we have a controversial movie, and I think I got this on a great deal from Indicator. Or is it Powerhouse Film? Yeah, is it Indicator? It's Indicator, yeah. And it's Irreversible. It's a hard watch. I've watched it. I think it's a good movie. And it's a limited edition, so I kept it. Next, I've got seasons 1, 2, and 3 of Z Nation. I enjoyed this show. There's actually a new box set with 5, and it's a £24 or something like that, where you can get all the 5 seasons, so I should probably upgrade that at some point. But, this is a collection. It's an ongoing process to collect movies and enjoy them and watch them. You don't need to get everything at once, so these things, you get them a step at a time. And one day I'll see that in CEX for maybe a reasonable price, and I'll go, it's time to pull the trigger on that one and get my last 2 seasons of Z Nation. Next, I was talking about this one in the I've shown you it recently because it's a recent acquisition of gift from Larry. He sent me it, and what it is that I talked about Grease 2 and my sister's always watching it. He's seen it at a charity shop. I said, if you could get that for me, that would be great. But I don't think he went to go back, so he actually sent me the Grease 2 and Grease Live on set, because it's the only box set you can get Grease 2 in, I believe. And you know what? I watched it, and as bad as the movie is, and I had a good time watching it. So I can't go away. I didn't watch the first one of the Grease Live, but I did watch Grease 2, and I'm sorry, but I enjoyed it. This one was a great deal for me. This was the Tremors Anthology. It includes 5 movies. So it's got Tremors 1 to 5. I think there's 7 now. But this was selling on Amazon for like £5 a few years ago. And it traded in for like 13 or something. So I bought like 6 of them. Traded them in. And I think at the time, you know, when I say I do this, I don't spend all the money that I trade in, that I get vouchers for on CEX on movies. I think my son had just dropped his Switch for the umpteenth time because he's injured hand, and I don't know if you guys know, but he basically broke his arms and he broke his neck when a tree hit him in a storm, and his hand has never really worked. And when he was a bit younger, he had Nintendo Switches and he just dropped them over and over again. I think I don't know how many he went through, but it was his really go-to games console, and every time he done it, he was upset. And so I got, when I was trading these in, I was saving the vouchers for Christmas time and other things as well, not just movies. So that 6 of the copies, when I think I paid £35 and got like £70 voucher, it meant I could put like £50 or £60 to it and get them another Switch. So that worked out really well for me, these vouchers. Picked this one up. This one, I think, again, I got this in CX. I think it was £18, and it's Road Games with Jamie Lee Curtis and Stacey Keach. I enjoyed this one. Did I really need the limited edition? No, but that's what they had, so that's what I took. That should really go with a reversible, shouldn't it? Let's put that over there with the reversible. Next, I've got the Indiana Jones Blu-rays. Now, the 4Ks, I don't remember if they come with the Blu-rays, but this was such a nice set. It's compared to the Steelbooks, I just thought this was an absolutely excellent set, and the artwork on it is just unbelievable. You know, look at the pictures there. You know, and I could have traded this in for £6 at some point, but I never did. And I really enjoy. I just think it's great artwork, so that's why I'm keeping it. Next, just got this recently. Well, not recently, in the last couple of years as well. And I got it from CEX. It's the Rocky Heavyweight Collection with all 6 Rocky movies. I would like to get the Rocky movies in 4K. I think the last 2 have just been released recently. But as I said, you can wait for these. I've got Rocky 2 because I've seen that in one of the CX as well. That's not actually true. I seen it in the Dunfermline CX, and the guy at my one said he could get it over for me, and it was like £8. I says, right, could you get that over for me, and I'll take it, and he did. So I took that one. So that's the only one I've got so far. But I do enjoy all the Rocky movies. I know everybody says Rocky 5 is terrible, and it is terrible. But as a whole, you know, going through them all, you can sit and watch it. But would you choose to watch 5? I'd probably choose to watch Rocky 4. And I know the 4K Rocky 4 has got the new director's cut on it. I was a bit annoyed because I went on Amazon the other day and it said Rocky 4 and it's got the bit where it says director's cut, you know, on the shot that you select. But then when you watch it, it's not the director's cut. But again, you can wait for these. So that is the end of my shelf video. Just as well because I'm a bit crippled for being on the floor here. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've really enjoyed my shelf video. I have too. It's a bit long, but I'll hopefully people like that, and we'll see you next time. If you do like the video, or you've got any comments about any of the films, or Cookie and his noise,
you leave my Cookie alone. Leave it in your game, baby boy.
Then let me know. Thanks for watching. See you next time.